Hello, today is day 24th of video journaling challenge, June 3rd. And today I want to introduce a feedback of one of my videos through LinkedIn. I wouldn't disclose the name because I haven't actually asked if I am okay to introduce this, so I'll just read it up. So, I watched your video blog today and I really seriously appreciate your comment on video 14 about defining core value and how important that is with business and growth. I firmly believe it all works together and it is a challenge to have it all work together. Definitely a goal of mine. Thanks for your mind. Thanks, your mind is a gift. So I was truly encouraged by this message, and I do also believe that it is a challenge to align your core value and with your actions, because we're human beings and we love to slack, right? We do want to have fun. We want to do something is much more easier. We want to do shortcuts, and that's human beings. And instead of working out, maybe we want to just sleep, or instead of eating healthy, maybe we want to eat junk food. So this is something very, very like a very extreme case, like example, and it's but I think it's a very how do you say this? It's a principle to life. Is that what do you choose? Do you choose the comfort that is in front of you, or do you choose the discomfort that will lead you to growth? And since we're human beings, we have all the experience around us, which is, we might have difficulty in work, and we might be mentally damaged when people give you critical feedbacks. Your parents or your loved one might be in a hospital and you are feeling down, or you might be injured somewhere because of car accident and physically injured. That means your mind may be kind of mentally drained as well. So you never know what comes in life, and I think it's really easy for us to go into that big hole and not being able to get out without a constructive feedback. Or even though we have constructive feedback or honest feedback, it doesn't mean that our ego will allow us to accept that. And the challenge of communicating values within business and clarifying them is that the question to ask yourself, I believe, will be, are you living by your values? And it's not only that, your value is within you, but are you even aware that you are actually putting your values into actions every day? Let's say you love someone, right? And to care about the person is your values. Are you actually putting that into action or not? Because in this reality world, without putting it into action, it doesn't really manifest in reality, and that's when the misunderstanding and frustrations happens. So I believe this is a one core principle in life, is that it's very important to self-reflect. If you're self-reflect, not only self-reflect, but also verbalizing your values, writing it down, and being self-aware about it, that will make a huge difference, I believe. So, it's a very tough process, but another thing that makes this process easier is to have a power partner. And power partner meaning that not a kind of friends or business partners that is like taking advantage of each other, but I'm saying that the kind that will give you a very constructive and honest opinion, and a partner that actually truly want your success as much as they want their own success. And to get to this point, to find this allies is not a simple thing. It's not an easy thing to do. And this is something that will happen when you dove within yourself and be more self-aware and understand what is your values. And when you start living by it, then it will be easier and easier. I experienced this within myself over 10 years. In the beginning, I was so stubborn, my ego was really high. I thought that when I was achieving, which I achieved a lot in the past, that's when you believe that you can do anything, or you feel like you're invincible. And that's when you start to not being humble, and that's when the relationships start to kind of crash. And I went through this cycle probably twice or 3 times, and I finally realized that what I acquired as a knowledge, or what I acquired from skills, or what I acquired as an experience, it's never only my effort that happened that way. There's always a mentor, or there's always someone that gave us the knowledge. And when we forget that these are the things that the people or human created, and we just simply received it and we are utilizing it to make the world better, when we forget this concept, I believe people becomes very selfish, and they forget about maintaining the relationship within your staff and clients. And I believe that's a true challenge within all of us. And that's actually why I chose to do a nonprofit organization instead of for-profit organization, is because to kind of actually remind myself that my values come first instead of the profit come first. It's super hard when you're actually in business for profit to actually put other people's needs in front of you, because when your business does have to survive, right? So unless you have like a huge angel investors that give you tons of money to invest in human resource, realistically that's a super challenging thing. And I think a lot of startup owners who went through a lot of failure does realize that. But I think most of the startups, when they start from wanting to just gain profit, that's the part that most of the owners don't see. That's when the owners take advantage of the employees that is not knowledgeable about laws, or that is not knowledgeable about management or the strategies. So I think this part is a very key part to actually consider. And I truly believe that by having a proper platform or mentoring community and services can improve that matter. And right now, I kind of hesitate to dream big. I want to achieve the goal day by day and want to kind of accumulate that results and to see how that will take me. And of course, I do have a vision in my mind, but then at the same time, at the past, I kind of learned to not linger on the success that I envisioned. Sometimes you kind of need to kind of play around and have that space to grow, or have that space to alter depending on the market's needs. So right now, the project itself and activity itself is pretty fluid, but it has been like 2 months, but it has been very, very fulfilling, and a lot of challenges, but I do feel fulfilled every single day. And there are many cooperative people around me that's wanting to help this business or activity grow. And also people are gathering who really, really believes in the vision that I have. So I am very excited. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.